Hello students, in our last class we have completed chapter 7. Now we will start another chapter which is also there in your second term, and the chapter is the nervous system and chapter number 8. So let's start our chapter. The system that controls all other systems of the body is the nervous system. The system that controls all other systems. The system which control the other systems in our body, and this is called what? The nervous system. It is made up of, our nervous system is made up of what? Brain, spinal cord and nerves. You can underline these lines. So the nerves carry messages from all parts of the body to the brain through the spinal cord. So our nerve carry the messages. You can see here there are many nerves present in our body, and what they do, what is the function? They carry the messages from all parts of the body. They carry the messages from all parts of the body and they send it to the brain. The brain studies the messages, and then what brain do? Brain study the messages and decides what action has to be taken, and then brain decide what action it has to be taken and send instructions to the organ system. And then what brain do? It send the instruction to the other organ system through the what? Spinal cord. Okay, and nerves. Okay, for example, when you run, the brain send instructions to the circulatory system. So when you run, when you are in running position, what brain do? Brain sends the instruction to the circulatory system and the respiratory system to work faster, so that we can work very fast. The nervous system also controls your sense organs. Nervous system also controls our sense organs. The eye need the help of the nervous system to see. I need the help from whom? Nervous system to see. Similarly, the other sense organs, ear, tongue, nose and skin also need the nervous system to do their job. So they need nervous system to do their job. Who need? Our sense organs. Without the nervous system you cannot see. Without our nervous system we cannot see, hear, smell, taste, feel, walk, run, think or do anything else. So here you can see the picture, the parts. This is brain, this is yellow part is spinal cord, and these are nerves. Then is brain. Your brain is the most remarkable organ in our body. It is protected by the skull. Brain is protected by what? Skull. It looks like a walnut and is the control center for your whole body. So brain controls our whole body. It controls everything that goes on in your body. Brain controls everything in our body. It stores a lot of information and can recall the information when needed. This is called memory. So brain stores all the information, and when we need to remember that information, brain recall the information, and then this is called memory. What you are reading right now is getting stored in your brain. So what you are reading right now what you are doing? You are seeing this video and try to understand. So what are you doing? You are trying to understand the chapter, and it is getting stored in your which part? In your brain. So your brain has three main regions. Your brain has three main regions. First one is cerebrum, cerebellum and brainstem. What are the names? Cerebrum, cerebellum and brainstem. So let us know what are their functions. First is cerebrum. So it is the largest part of your brain. You can see the picture, cerebrum. This is the largest part in your brain. This is the thinking part of your brain. Through cerebrum, you can think or we can think. It controls your memory, thoughts, intelligence, learning and speech. So what are the functions of cerebrum? It controls our memory, thoughts, intelligence, learning and also speech. It also controls the sense organs. So cerebrum also controls our sense organs. The cerebrum is big. This is why humans are intelligent. Compared to other animals, our cerebrum is very big. That's why humans are more intelligent than any other animals. Then next one is cerebellum. So what is cerebellum? This is found at the back of your head, below the cerebrum. You can see below the cerebellum. So it controls the movement of your muscles and helps you to keep your balance. So what is the function of cerebellum? Cerebellum controls movement of your muscles and also helps your body for balancing. Next is brainstem. So here this part is brainstem. It is the lower portion of your brain. So it is the lower portion of your brain, and it connects the brain to the spinal cord, and it is connected to your spinal cord. You can see this picture. It controls involuntary actions. So what are involuntary actions? You know, in your last chapter you have read involuntary and voluntary, which is not under our control. These are involuntary actions such as swallowing, breathing and circulation. So next is the spinal cord. The spinal cord is a thick bundle of nerves connected to the brainstem. So spinal cord is a thick bundle of nerves. There are many nerves present in spinal cord and which is connected to the brainstem. You can see this picture. These are the nerves. Okay. It goes down your back and is protected by the vertebrae of your spine. Nerves emerge from your spinal cord and from a network all your body. You can see this picture again. There is numerous network of nerves in our body. Okay. Next is the nerves. Messages travel to and from your brain through the nerves. I have told you earlier, messages are sent by the nerves through the nerves in the brain. So there are three types of nerves: sensory nerves, motor nerves and mixed nerves. So what are their functions? Let us read. Sensory nerves, they carry messages from the sense organs to your spinal cord and brain. So sensory nerve carries the messages from the sense organs, then they send it to your spinal cord and spinal cord send it to the brain. The brain studies the messages and tells you what your sense organs have been, and then brain studies the messages and tells your sense organs what have seen, heard, tasted, smelt or felt. They carry messages in one direction only. They carry the messages in one direction only. Okay. Next is motor nerves. What is motor nerves? They carry orders from the brain and spinal cord to the rest of the body, opposite to sensory nerve. They carry orders from the brain. So motor nerves, in motor nerves, they carry the orders. They carry the orders from the brain and spinal cord to the rest of the body. Then brain gives the order to the spinal cord and spinal cord send the messages to the rest of the body and telling them what to do. If your sensory nerves report that your eyes have seen that you are about to hit a pillar, the brain immediately sends a message through the motor nerves to your leg muscles to get out of the way. So this is a kind of example. If your sensory nerves reports means if your sensory nerves gives a message to your eye that you have seen a pillar and you have to hit the pillar, the brain immediately immediately sends a message through the motor nerves and then to your leg muscles and get out of the way. They also carry messages in one direction only. So motor nerves also carry messages in one direction. Next is mixed nerves. So what are mixed nerves? they do the functions of both. So mixed nerve functions both sensory nerve and motor nerves. They can carry messages in both directions. So mixed nerves carry messages in both directions. They are present in the brain and spinal cord also. They are present in your brain and spinal cord also. So that's for today. Next day we will continue. In our next video we will continue to this chapter. Hope students you have understood. Okay, thank you students. Bye.